All right, so then for the next batch of articles, the biggest piece of drama on the internet today is regarding NVIDIA GeForce. They announced today NVIDIA's DLSS 5, an AI-powered breakthrough in visual fidelity for games coming this fall. DLSS 5 infuses pixels with photorealistic lighting and materials, bridging the gap between rendering and reality. And a lot of people have been tweeting about this because they don't like it. I really haven't looked too much into depth with it. I just seen some screenshots. So let's check out the video and see what the hoopla is about. That's what it's off. That's what it's on. I feel like it makes it more blurry. It does look weird. What's the point of this? Let me see. That's on. That's off. I like it more with it off. I don't want to see more wrinkles on her ass. What the fuck? A sharpened filter. It's a glorified AI filter. Hyper realism. I don't want my games to look super realistic. This is crazy. Nobody's even playing Starfield. Why is this even a filter, bro? What the fuck? Ew. His eyes don't have any life. Like when the filter comes on, his eyes go black. That's really weird. All right, so here's my take on this. It's two parts to this, right? This shit does look ass. I agree with the internet. I'm not going to be using this shit. I did not buy a nice GPU to put that weird ass AI filter on it. I don't think it adds anything to the game that I want. That being said, I do find it a little bit strange that when I scrolled on the timeline earlier a couple hours ago and half my timeline in the gaming space was just bitching about this shit. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is optional, correct? I don't have to use this? Because as long as I don't have to use it, I don't understand what's the big deal. Like, what is everybody so mad about? It fucking sucks. Turn it off. Problem solved. I don't think this needs to be like some big thing about it. Like, yes, it's optional. Like, niggas is writing whole think pieces on the timeline about this shit. This shit is ass. Just turn it off. Problem solved. I'm right there with you. It looks ass. Also, I'd imagine this is probably using more resources. Why the fuck would I want to use more resources off my damn computer to make my game run even worse? And now it looks worse. Just turn it the fuck off, guys. Now, if they would have made this permanent, if they would have made this like this by default and you can't turn it off, then we would have had a conversation. I'd be like, fuck no, NVIDIA, you done lost your mind. Don't get me wrong. They lost their mind, but it's optional. So I don't give a fuck. This shit is trash. That's my take on it. I don't have like some crazy think piece. I just won't use it. Like, see, like people were posting like think pieces and shit like this. I actually agree here. Digital Foundry's coverage of DLSS 5 is quite frankly disgusting. Zero pushback, zero questioning, zero concerns, just non-stop glazing and repeating everything the video said. Bizarre to say at the very least, especially glaring. So Digital Foundry's been getting a shit ton of hate. What are they getting hate for? Did they like it or something? Digital Foundry's coverage of DLSS 5 is absolute proof to me that they cannot be trusted going forward. This is not journalism. There's no pushback or questioning despite it obviously being an AI filter. NVIDIA's new DLSS 5 brings photorealistic lighting to RTX's 50 series. A massive technological leap for graphics, and we've been hands-on with 4 games. Yo, shout out to Lucy Clubs with the sub. Appreciate it. You said they're shilling. All right, so let me just present a thought process for y'all, right? I cannot stress enough, I don't like this. I think it looks ugly. I'm right there with y'all. But what if, hang in there, What if they actually liked it? You do realize people are entitled to their own opinions. What if they actually liked it? It could be that. We all, you know, it's crazy too. Last week, y'all was on Digital Foundry's dick because they were praising the fuck out of Crimson Desert. Now y'all niggas hate them. So which one is it? Are they proper journalists or are they not? Or are they a group of people that have different opinions from you that sometimes are going to vary? Because the same thing happens to me. I say shit on this stream all the time that I know piss people off. Most of the time it stems from the fact y'all can't comprehend the points I'm making, but you know, sometimes you might genuinely disagree with it. I like, that's cool. It's like, it's video game. I don't give a fuck. As long as, the only thing that matters is as long as this shit is optional. Why are you writing think pieces about this? They're not forcing you to use it. What if they actually liked it? And also keep in mind, you don't have to use this shit. So what does it fucking matter? Shout out to Sway Arts with the $20 super chat. Appreciate you support on Twitch and YouTube. Click the fucking like button. He said, click the like button. I appreciate the super chat, Sway. That's why I don't really have a hot take. I feel like this is a big ass nothing burger. In my opinion, I'm about to get super woke, but where's this level? Because both these niggas wrote think pieces. Where's this level of energy for the pedophiles in the fucking government? How about that, guys? Let's talk about that. Hey, that French nigga in the chat. I've been seeing reports that somebody might be dead. Apparently the French newspapers are reporting it. Is it Positive Influence? You the one from France, right? What your government reporting? What's going on in the world? I just be trying to figure out like what is there to be angry about with this shit? I don't get it, man. I just feel like there's more pressing issues going on. Just turn this shit off. Problem solved. Yo, shout out to all B-Ron with the super chat. That's righty. Why I like Dasani water. This nigga like Dasani water. I don't know why, but you know, he's allowed to like what he likes. My question is, why are people so afraid of stylization or a distinct art style? Realism isn't even an end all be all. I think it has more to do with the fact that it's AI, and I'm right there with you. This shit looks terrible, but like as long as it's optional, I don't care. They posting AI videos on Yahoo. I hope he got sent down low. Yeah, I've been seeing like some videos of getting debunked. His hand moving in and out of the jacket real weird. The ring moving. The coffee not spilling. They saying them videos he posting his AI. They say he might be in hell. He might be in the 9 circles because that's where he definitely will go. By the way, I've never been suicidal. We gotta see how this one plays out. I don't know. Nothing burger. I know some of y'all really wanted me to talk about this at the beginning of the stream, but like I don't have a strong stance on this. Like I don't know. Maybe because I touch grass. I don't care, guys. I don't care. Crimson Desert's coming out. Pragmata's about to come out. There's more exciting things going on. The meme, I will say, the memes were fucking funny. I saw some memes on the timeline. They said this is what DLSS 5 on and off. I did think this was fucking funny. I like when the internet does this shit. Instead of writing angry think pieces, can we get some jokes off, bro? That's how, if you really want to send a message that this shit is trash, use humor. I should have saved some of the other ones I seen, but this one had me cracking up, bro. For those who haven't seen the show, this is from the Last of Us TV show. This is the girl who plays Ellie. So they say when you turn the NVIDIA AI on, this is what you see. This shit had me fucking cracking up, bro. So I want to see more of that shit. And other game dev news, the developers are fighting back. I think I think on a previous stream or on the podcast, I covered it was on the podcast. I covered the fact that and Bungie employees are snapping back at people because there's now people hate Marathon so much they're just making up narratives about the game because they want it to fail. And one of the narratives that's going around on Twitter from the grifters is nobody from Halo even worked on Marathon. It's not the original Bungie team. So then one Bungie employee basically just listed off all the names of people who've worked on Halo to shut them the fuck up, which I think is funny. And now we have another case of a game dev fighting back. This time it is Jeff, who's making his new game, something California. He's the former maker of Overwatch who recently said he left because they put a lot of pressure on him to make billions of dollars or they were going to fire 1,000 people. He basically told y'all niggas to shut the fuck up. I think this shit is fucking funny, bro. Yo, shout out to Gamer Dad with the $20 super chat. Appreciate you. I want to see more devs talk like this, man.
I never understand being hostile about it or being rude about it, but I understand being upset and I understand voicing your opinion. But like, if a game comes out and you don't want to play it and you've never played it, shut the fuck up. No one cares. Like, we don't need to hear that you weren't into it. Like, what is with this? Oh.
By the way, this is coming from his stream. He did like a 10-hour stream where he's showing off his new game and just getting feedback. And he's just talking about like the grifters bitching and complaining. And this kind of perfectly talks about what I was talking about with the NVIDIA shit. Like, is this shit ass? Yes. But it is optional. As long as they're not forcing it on us, why do y'all care so much? This is a nothing burger. Turn it off. Turn it off and go about your goddamn day. Motherfuckers was ready to rip for, like, I saw about 3 or 4 comments when I booted up this stream. TBH, you need to talk about this DLS shit. Like, I was about to rip into this. I don't have a hot take on this, bro. I don't care. I'm not going to use it. So what does it matter? And it kind of goes back to like the games. What happened to just saying something is not for you? I talked about this on the recent podcast, youtube.com/GI updates, where I generally don't think a lot of y'all know what a bad game is. You got to learn the difference between you're not the demographic and something that's genuinely terrible. The Legend of California, I would not call this a bad game based off what I've seen so far. I would say I'm not the demographic. I don't like base building. That's why I always just say, oh, you'll hear me say on the stream all the time, oh, the game looks cool, but it's not for me. I don't know why people can't do that. Mind's Eye, that is an objectively bad game. The thing is, there's not a lot of Mind's Eyes out there. People, oh, Expedition is trash because it's fucking turn-based. No, it's just not for you. You're not the market, and that's okay. But it's not objectively a bad game. An objectively bad game is something that's fucking broken and doesn't run. On top of the shitty gameplay and the shitty story. What the fuck did you link in the chat? And I think these devs are getting fucking tired of this shit, bruh. He's just like, yo, he's showing off the game. I think there are probably people upset with him because he's not making some type of Overwatch spiritual successor. He's making a Western game. And there's probably people in his chat bitching. If you don't like Westerns, keep it fucking moving. God damn.
God, I'm so upset they decided to make this game that I have no interest in. Like, I'm not running to the internet every time there's like a TV show on. Well, I'm not watching any TV shows either, but
you know what it is too? I got a random theory about this. No evidence, I'm just yapping. I think the reason there's such a rise of entitlement where people think that their opinion matters more than everybody else's, because to be 100% fair, let's be clear. Self-centered people have been around since the dawn of time. But the reason I do think there's an uptick of people who can't grasp the concept of demographics and everything not being for you is because a lot of you little niggas was raised on that iPad and you were raised off of algorithms. So your entire childhood, everything was for you. And then you get into the real world as an adult and you start to realize, wait a minute, now that my mom doesn't have me locked and my dad doesn't have me locked in this fucking algorithm because they weren't raising me like good parents, like they should have been, I'm having a hard time grasping the concept that I'm not the demographic. It's really that simple. But you want to make everything about you. Everything is not about you, bruh. If a piece of art is designed for everybody, it's usually not very good.
Like, who cares about my opinion if I'm not going to play it? And if I've never played it? Like, why does my opinion matter on that? I'll tell you what it does. Like, as a game developer who's been in charge of teams, who has the ability to, like, do something about it, I just fucking ignore you. That's all you've accomplished, is like, I guess I'm not, like, gonna listen to you anymore because you're so off the deep end.
Yo, shout out to Lon Vapor with the gifted subs. I appreciate you. The only thing I'll say the downside, like, my man Jeff is talking hot. The only thing that I'll say is a downside to this is, unfortunately, because people want to see you fail due to their own selfish reasons, they've already clipped this. I guarantee you when his new game comes out, The Legend of California, if it fails, I guarantee you people are going to repost this clip of him telling people to shut the fuck up. And they're going to be like, see, that's the reason your game failed, because you didn't listen to the feedback of me. the person who loves Overwatch, who told you should have made an Overwatch clone. Even if you would have made an Overwatch clone, I would have complained that this is a ripoff of Overwatch. But you should have listened to me. You should have listened to me because I know what I'm talking about, even though I've never made anything. They're going to use it against you, unfortunately. And that's kind of like the double-edged sword of it. So I'm rooting for you. I hope you stick the landing on your fucking game because it's going to get ugly for you if you don't. That should be annoying. People love to hate watch. I think the most disappointing thing about people hate watching shit is the simple fact that like there's so much amazing content in the world. When we talking about, shout out to Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler winning the Oscars last night. There's amazing movies coming out left and right, amazing TV shows, video games, music. There's just an abundant books. There's just an abundance of art. To the point where society is spoiled. I don't know how people have so much time to hate on every fucking thing and you can't find anything that you like. I think you're a miserable human being. I'm not gonna lie, especially in this age where we have algorithms tailored to show you things that you like, and you choose to smack the algorithm out the way and say fuck that shit, bro. I'm about to go hate on something, bro. Hate. We're spoiled for real. Oh my goodness, motherfuckers would not know what to do yourselves in the 90s, man. If back in the day when there was only a few things coming out here and there every year. It's dope to hear him speak and push back. Yeah, this is not Blizzard Jeff. This is Indie Jeff. He said, "Get off my dick." Oh, this is another DLSS joke. First look at Kratos with the DLSS 5 from the video game to the show. This did look bad. It did look like AI. That's funny. Yeah. What else I got for ya? Oh, never have I seen people do a 180 on a game so fucking quickly. For the past 2-3 weeks, Crimson Desert has been the darling of the internet. That as well as Slay the Spire 2, but more Crimson Desert. To the point where like it makes me happy to finally see people excited about something. But this week, the internet is switching up on Pearl Abyss, the creators of Crimson Desert. Why? Because no footage of the PS5 version or the Xbox Series version has been released to the public. The only thing we've seen is the PS5 Pro and the PC version. And people have just been harassing Will J. Powers, who's the PR person for Pearl, to be like, where's the footage? Where's the footage? Where's the footage? So now they're turning into, they're confident it's gonna run like ash. Pearl Abyss PR is now blocking people asking why they won't show base console footage of Crimson Desert. Strap in. This week is gonna be fun. And then Reforge Gaming tweeted, I asked for the base console footage and point out how the marketing for Crimson Desert has been misleading. I suspect the PS5 version will obviously not be as good as the PC version and the PS5 Pro, but I don't think it'll be that bad. The draw distance probably won't be as good, but I think it'll run fine. Now that Xbox Series S version, I don't know, man. I don't know. Damn, they dropped the specs for y'all. Right, they did. I don't know. I will say if you're interested in Crimson Desert and you're on the base PS5, you should wait for a review to come out. To see what it is, just in case they are hiding something. But I'm gonna imagine this person got blocked because you niggas never get off Twitter. To be fair, y'all never get off Twitter, just constantly just harassing people. Maybe he can't show you the PS5 footage because the dev team doesn't want it to be shown or the publisher late. Because you gotta keep in mind, this is just the PR person. The PR person's job is to pass along the message that they want to pass along, meaning the studio and the publisher. But he doesn't have the power to show you. And to be fair, they probably don't know that because they're Twitter niggas. They don't get invited to anything. They're not actually in the industry. These niggas love to talk about the industry, but they don't get invited to any industry events. And they think it's because they're keeping it real when really they're just fucking dickheads and nobody wants to talk to these people. That's the actual issue, because I keep it real on my stream. But even when I'm making jokes, I still try to give proper feedback. And I also know when to let shit go, except for you Spark and Zero niggas. I'm gonna spit on y'all till I fucking die. Reforge Gaming's known as a PlayStation fanboy who thinks that he's special enough for insider info. You're not. You don't get invited for these events for a fucking reason, bro. These guys forget video games are supposed to be fun. So I think there's some merit there. You're fair to be weary about it. Just let's let it come out. Let's let it come out. Let's see. If it's bad, we'll talk about it. But until then, it is what it is, man. Like, I'm not gonna be harassing fucking people on social media about a fucking frame rate. Jesus Christ. As a Sparking Zero fan, they need the disrespect. They need it. They need it. They need it. Microsoft is bringing the gaming co-pilot to Xbox later this year. But the backlash against AI is real, and you can feel it in the way that Microsoft talks about its game help feature, gaming co-pilot at GDC 2026. The company is moving forward with integrating AI tech directly into the Xbox at the platform and hardware levels, but also quick to promise that it's keeping game makers and content creators front of mind as it rolls out new features. We really believe that the creative control should always stay with the game creators, the game development team, and with the AI features that we're experimenting and exploring, this is really to support the vision of the team. Gaming AI General Manager Haiyan Zhang said during a presentation on how the technology is being used to improve the Xbox experience. Ultimately, we want to bring AI that helps broaden the game's reach, deepen engagement, and keep players coming back to your games to many more games across the catalog. While the rest of the company runs full tilt toward an agentic future, Microsoft's gaming division has arguably taken a more conservative approach. Zhang's presentation delivered alongside the gaming AI project managed. They're not talking about. I'm explaining to y'all what this is if you don't know what this is. Basically, if at any point in the game you get stuck, you'll be able to summon the AI within Xbox Series to help you beat the game, basically. If there's a puzzle you're stuck on, you can pull up the AI, ask it questions, it'll help guide and hold your hand, basically. They've been talking about this for like the last year, and it's finally rolling out to the Xbox Series. In my humble opinion, I think that this is a beta test. I think because they even said it right there. Yeah, fraud mode, pretty much. They said they're experimenting with it. So in my opinion, on the Xbox Series, this is the beta version. The full version of their AI gaming co-pilot will be with the next Xbox, I think. I think with this one, they're going to work out the kinks and they're going to master it for the next one. I personally don't care as long as this is optional. Yeah, IGN reviewer mode. What I will say is, if you use this shit, they need to turn off the achievements. If you did not beat the boss, if you beat the boss with the AI co-pilot giving you strategies, that shit don't fucking count. Other than that, I don't care. It's just another tool for people. It's not, and keep it out of multiplayer as long as it's for like single player only, but no achievements for you. You cheated, nigga. Other than that, I don't really care. This is good and bad. Those walkthrough content creators are gonna have to step their game up. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If I was the Rad Brad, I would feel a little threatened. It's gonna make it easier for a lot of Rad Bad juniors to come out, basically. You know, Rad Brad might, stick to doing it the old school way and, not editing anything and showing the process of completing a boss fight or a puzzle. And there might be some new guy out there that wants to take Rad Brad's spot of being the Let's Play guy, and they just might cheat their way through it AI, and some people might not care. Although I will say, I guess it doesn't really matter that much. The channel as a whole would be in trouble, because then why would you go to YouTube to watch anyway when you could just pull it up, I guess, with the co-pilot. Yo, shout out to Dapper with the sub, appreciate it. Can't niggas gonna bring the AI to the park on 2K? No. Them niggas use Zens anyway. What it mean? I seen the craziest comment on one of my videos. Dude was talking about his barber admitted to using a Zen or some shit. This is how it works. Yeah, I already had this video. I just didn't play it. Let's see.
Tire pressures are quite high, especially on the rears. I start by bringing those down just a bit. Say around 27 psi in the rear and 26 in the front. That should give you a bit more grip and control in the corners.
What should my alignment be?
For your Escort, I'd suggest dialing in a bit more negative camber up front, maybe around -2 degrees, just to help those tires bite into the corners. In the rear, keep it a bit mild.
Yeah, this shit Mickey as fuck. Look at this detailed ass answer he's giving.
Around -1.5 degrees. Then set your toe to 0, so your car tracks nice and straight. And we're all set. Let me know if there's any—
Is this for Forza? Is he telling them how to drive? Oh my God. Yeah, you Mickey. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. You Mickey as fuck if you use this shit. That's Mickey. Hell nah. That shit was hella detailed. You gonna show anything else?
Been to real sword?
Ah, I see what's on your screen there, Warlock's Pawn. So open Duriel's Horde.
This is fucking disgusting. In my head, I was thinking like you could speak into a mic or you could type your question in and then it would feed you back info like ChatGPT. I didn't expect the AI to actually talk back to you. So you could be playing games and the AI will coach you in the head. You a bitch ass nigga if you use this shit, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. If I come into your stream and you got the AI co-pilot on while fighting Millennia, nigga, I'm gonna exit that stream. Look at this fucking fraud.
You need those corrupted horns of Duriel that the prompt is asking for.
Training wheels ass gamers.
By defeating Duriel himself in the Echo of Duriel boss fight. So you gotta farm him a couple of times until you get enough horns. Then you can interact with that Skash and claim the loot. So it's a bit of a grind, but hey, you're already on Torment 4.
It's removing all critical thinking. This is bad because there's already a literacy issue in the world, especially in the United States, which coincides with the critical thinking issue. And one of the beauties of video games is it's the only art form outside of maybe movies. And even with movies, it's 50-50 because it has to be a certain type of movie that requires you to critically think, right? A summer blockbuster is not like a Marvel movie, is not going to make you critically think, but a movie like Sinners will. So even with movies, it's 50-50. The thing that makes video games 100% unique to every other medium is every video game makes you critically think on some level. More than others, but at least on some level. They're removing all the critical thinking out the fucking game.
In Paragon level 268, so you're...
This is Yellow Paint Ultra Instinct.
All right, it's my first time playing. How do I get to a ship?
Jarvis, press L3.
First things first, every new pirate in TFD starts out from an outpost island. Just head down to the dock area and your ship is usually waiting there, ready to go. Now the sloop is your starting ship, super easy to handle solo. So hop on board, raise your anchor, and start figuring out the ropes. And hey, take your time. There's no rush to be a legendary pirate on your first day.
Okay, how do I get on the ship?
Just climb right up that ladder on the dive there, and you'll be on your ship.
Appreciate it, Rex Russ.
Once you're on deck, you can start exploring the ship and get used to the control. So go ahead and climb aboard. What's the first part of the ship you want to check?
The girl in the audience shook her head like, oh, hell no.
Absolutely. Let's get you sailing. So once you're on board, the first thing to do is raise the anchor. That big wheel in the middle of your deck, just interact with it and push it all the way up. Then you'll want to set your sailing using those ropes you see near the sides. That'll catch the wind and get you moving. And hey, if you want a little guidance on navigation, that ship's map.
Hey, listen, you got every right to use this shit when it comes out. Just don't come in my chat and act like you are Elden Lord if you use this shit. That's all I ask. If you're doing it by yourself, you're not harming nobody, is cool. Just don't act like you a pro gamer. That's all I fucking ask, man, because we not the same, man. It does not make you smarter for using this shit. It actually makes you stupider. Because some people are going to be like, well, I did it 3 times faster because I used the fucking AI. You're also removing the critical thinking. We already don't critically think enough as a society. Some of you will think that this is not that deep. It is. Your friends are asking ChatGPT, am I cold? Am I hungry? They're going to do the same thing on the game. If we're not doing any thinking, you're actively going to get dumber. Your brain is a muscle. You have to use it. That's why reading is so fucking important. This is nasty. This is fucking nasty. Yeah, it's going to turn people into mindless drones. I don't like it, man. I feel like the grandpa with the crane with the can. Get these fucking clankers off my goddamn porch, man. Shit is crazy. You don't even want to play the game anymore. Go find a fucking hobby. Critical thinking is important. They finna go crazy on the premium Xbox. Shit is nasty. Shit is nasty. In regards to cheaters, somebody had left a funny fucking comment. Let me see if I can find that shit. It was on my latest video too. Hold up. YouTube. Something about his barber was cheating or some shit like that. Okage highlights. That's what they want, mindless robots. Yeah, right. And right, I'd argue right now in this point in society, thinking is more important than ever, man. We're looking at some type of AI helper. Yeah, that's coming to Xbox. Let me see. I know I responded to it too. Let me see. Was it on here? It is. This is the one right here. Turn this down a little bit. So, I mean, if you were in the stream the other day, I was talking about this content creator who was asking why cheating is so normalized now. And then he responded to it. Shout out to Scoutfish. He said, I was getting my hair cut last week and my barber talked about this exact thing on 2K in regards to cheaters. I haven't played a sports game since literally Madden 07, but he literally said what you said with all the cheating going on. And then he openly admitted to cheating himself. He then talked about GTA 6. I kid you not, the real life ball and gun gamer. Nice guy, but damn. So basically, this man getting his hair cut, his barber's complaining about all the cheaters in games, and then proceeds to say, I'm a cheater too, nigga. And you know the crazy part? Him saying nice guy, but damn, he clearly was disappointed, but you can't criticize him because the barber will fuck up your hairline, bruh. He can't say nothing. I'm telling you, we in a cheating epidemic. Oh my God, bro. The ball and gun guild strikes again. Strikes fucking again. One of my coworkers said the same thing. I'm telling you, cheating is much more prevalent than you think. It's not just PC. Them console niggas be cheating. That's why I said it's a bullshit argument when people say gamers have gotten better. To a degree, I agree. But it hasn't, the level of talent from average to supreme gamer has not accelerated at the rate in which people think. A lot of your friends are cheating and you don't know because you can't see them in real life. Your friend will be on the damn mic and then go quiet for 5 minutes. Yo, Tim, you there, bro? Next thing you know, he dropping 20, 30 balls. Yo, where you get so good, bro? I've been practicing. Sure. That nigga plugged in that Zen and activated that script is what he did. Yeah, I talked about DLS 5 already. Marathon begins a duo mode experiment this week. Marathon's game director has announced an experimental feature that's currently in development for Bungie's latest shooter. The feature, a duos mode that will see players able to squad up with just one player rather than the game's standard trio format. They took to Twitter to explain he likes players to test this new feature. All right, everyone, we're getting a big rogue here. We have a bit of an experimental feature that's in development. We want to test and we would love for you to help. As of Wednesday morning, at 10 a.m., we're enabling a limited time duos queue on perimeter only to test how the game plays with crews of 2 at a wider scale. So 2 days from now. Script junkies, bruh. So, I mean, they're adding more content. I'm not complaining. Duos will save the game. Having to find 2 extra partners might be difficult for some people. So needing only one friend to play with. Because what I will say about this game is, Marathon is fun. Now that I've actually gotten into the worlds where there's more gunfights, we were constantly getting into gunfights. But what I will say is you do need a squad to run with in this game. So if you need one less person and they have a duo mode, this will be good for some people, I believe. I'm so confused on why people want Marathon to fail. What did it even do to warrant the hate? A lot of it is Destiny 2 players. They're upset that they're leaving Destiny 2 behind to work on a new game. Apparently 10 years of content wasn't enough for them. Been gaming since Nintendo. Gaming is as easy as it's ever been. With a game difficult, they cry on the easy mode. Exactly. That's the funny part, right? I think the funny part about cheaters running rampant in NBA 2K26, I don't care what nobody says. 2K26, for those who have never played it, is the easiest 2K to shoot in that I've ever played in. And I've been playing 2K since the Dreamcast when Iverson was on the original three or four covers, I believe. This is the easiest 2K to shoot in, and they're cheating in it, bro. I'm not even good at the game. And I was shooting 70%. Why the fuck are y'all buying these? What's wrong? You okay? Like, are you fucking okay? Jesus Christ. You asked for the shooting to be one way and then you started cheating. It's the CEOs at Bungie. Some of them are pieces of shit. Yeah, that one that bought all the cars, but I don't think it's that. It's a multitude of things. This is mostly Destiny people from what I've seen. Green fuck nigga. For other nerds, PlayStation nerds, Sony's enhanced upscaling has arrived on PS5 Pro today. Sony's upgraded PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, the PESR tech, is rolling out as part of PS5 Pro's system update that's available today, just in time for Crimson Desert. The company teased last month that this update was in the works. These improvements should be a better reflection of why you might pay a premium price for a more powerful console if you value peak image quality in gaming. For a very surface level definition, PESR is Sony's upscaling tech. It uses an AI library for a pixel by pixel analysis to display a game with better visuals, even while running at a lower resolution. Today's update revamped the algorithm and neural network in use, which in practice means that the image reconstruction is more precise, motion stability is improved, and the developers have a greater flexibility to balance performance and fidelity on PS5 Pro. According to the latest blog post from the company, for those who want a more technical definition, you'll likely be familiar with the folks at Digital Foundry, who have a more detailed analysis with comparisons between the old and the new upscaling for titles. Bro, you reading the fuck out of that pesser? You saw the DLSS 5, they tripping with that? Yeah, I did. We talked about it already. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Yeah, I don't know why people are so adamant about talking about that damn DLSS 5. I don't think that story was that damn big. Yo, shout out to Mash with the sub. Appreciate it. There has to be a certain hardware built into the Zens to block them from working on games. I hope they figure out a way to block that shit, because then all of us will be living in heaven, man. That would be fucking great. Shout out to Rastafari with the sub. Appreciate it. So yeah, for those who care about maximum graphics, update your PS5 because they have a new upscaling that looks even better than the previous one. Not my cup of tea, but hey, I thought I'd share it. And then last but not least, for those unaware, Pokemon Go has been unknowingly training delivery robots with 30 billion images. So I now have some more information for you to ruin Gen Z's. Because remember, 2016 is the greatest year of all time, apparently because of the albums that came out, Pokemon Go, a bunch of other shit, movies, video games. I said that's not true because 2016 is the catalyst to get us in the bullshit that we're in now, but you niggas is not ready to give up your fucking childhood to believe that. I was 26 in 2016. It wasn't that fucking great. You guys were just little ass niggas. You're just reminiscing for your childhood. I have some more information to ruin 2016 for you. Remember Pokemon Go? It turns out that when we were all playing that game, they were collecting the data and they're now using it to train robots. We were all free labor. They were stealing your data off your fucking phone and selling it to data brokers. Yeah. He said, of course they were. No way. Did they disclose that anywhere? No. That's the funny part. No. That's what makes the story such a big deal. So now you know if you want to start playing it again, you are actively giving up your location and they're feeding that data to robots, basically. You're doing free labor for these companies, man, these tech companies. Lord, I'm not even shocked. They owe me $20 an hour. Real shit. All them people that was getting robbed back then, that shit was crazy. Class action. Shit. Might have to run it. We might.